Good morning students, once again welcome back in the next class of physics that is related with light. In the last class we had already discussed what are the basic terms related with light: luminous body, non-luminous body, transparent medium, translucent medium, opaque object. In this class we will discuss about the term related with reflection. What are the different terms related with reflection? Okay, so this is the reflecting surface, means we can say the one side polished and one side non-polished. When light will fall on this surface, it will reflect from this surface. Okay, when light will fall on this surface, it will reflect, means bounce back in the same medium. Light will go in this way and bouncing back in the same medium. So this is the reflection. Reflecting surface, this surface which has one polished surface, that is a reflecting surface, first one. Okay, next, second one, incident ray. The ray that is falling on this surface, that is incident ray. The ray is falling on the reflecting surface, or incoming ray on the reflecting surface, that is a incident ray. Okay, next, reflected ray. The ray after striking on this point reflected in the same medium, that is a reflected ray. After striking on this point, that is a point of incidence, that is a point of incidence, fourth one. The ray bouncing back from the reflected surface in the same medium from the point of incidence, that is a reflected ray. Okay, next, angle of incidence, very important. Angle of incidence denoted by I. Angle formed by the incident ray, angle formed by the incident ray and normal is angle of incidence. Here, point number 5. Okay, angle of incidence. Okay, next, angle of reflection. Angle formed by the normal and reflected ray, that is a R, is angle of reflection. Okay, angle formed by the normal and reflected ray, that is a angle of reflection. Next, this is the line normal. We can assume it. Normal means it angle of 90 degree between the plane surface and this line. So one by one, please revise it. Reflecting surface, this surface on which light is falling, it has one polished surface and one non-polished surface. Incident ray, the ray is falling on the reflecting surface, that is incident ray, incoming ray. Reflected ray, outgoing ray, which is reflected back from the surface, that is a reflected ray. Next, point of incidence, point of incident where the incident ray is coming and on the same point from which reflected ray is reflected back in the same medium. Angle of incidence, the ray which is making angle between normal and incident ray. Reflected ray, the angle between reflected ray and normal. Okay, these are the important terms related with this term related with reflection. Okay, now there is some important laws related with reflection which you have to keep in mind. Laws of reflection. Okay, the first law of reflection is always incident ray and incident angle of incidence, that is I, and angle of reflection, that is R, always should be equal. This is the first law of reflection. Incident angle and reflected angle or angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. This and this angle always should be equal in the law of reflection. This is the law of reflection. In law of reflection, you have to keep in mind there are two very important laws. First one is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. The second law is incident ray, reflected ray and normal at a point of incidence all should be lying in the same plane. Incident ray, reflected ray and this normal always lie in the same plane. Incident ray, normal and reflected ray, okay, always should be lying in the same plane. Same plane is this, always lie in the same plane. Incident ray, reflected ray and that is normal, always it should be in the same plane. So this is the second law of reflection. First law of reflection, angle of incidence should be equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence should be equal to angle of reflection. And the second law is incident ray, reflected ray and normal at a point of incidence always lie in the same plane. And here you have to keep one thing in mind. If light falling around this surface, if the incident ray is coming in this way and reflected in this way, means incident ray falling around the normal, this incident ray is coming in this way, falling around normal and going in the same way, so it means angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection is equal to 0. This is an important law. If incident ray is falling on the point of incidence about normal, this is the normal, okay. If incident ray falling on point of incidence about normal, so it goes back in the same way, means reflected ray. So in this case, incident angle is equal to reflected angle is equal to 0. So students, these are the important points related with light. This is the topic related with terms related with light, and this is the law of reflection. Please revise it. Next topic is regular and irregular reflection. So students, in reflection there are two types of reflection. First one is the regular reflection and second one is the irregular reflection. Irregular reflection is also known as a diffuse reflection. So reflection is a term, it depends upon the quality of surface. It depends upon two terms. First is the surface roughness, means quality of surface, and about the material of surface. The next thing is depends upon the material. So most important thing is the surface roughness. If an object have a plain surface, finished surface, then maybe it will show regular reflection, okay. But if an object have a rough surface, then it will show diffuse or irregular reflection. So please try to understand about the regular and irregular reflection. This is the incident ray, okay, and this is the reflected ray. When this light will fall on the plane surface which has one polished surface, then these are the parallel lines of incident ray, I1, I2 and I3, and these are the reflected ray, R1, R2, R3. If the reflected rays have a same passage, means when they are reflected in a parallel way, if all the reflected rays are parallel to each other and angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and then in that case we can say this is the case of regular reflection. It can be for polished surface like a we'll talk mirror, plain mirror or steel surface or any finished surface. It can be applicable for the regular surfaces. But you should remember one thing, incident ray and parallel ray. The lines should be parallel, R1, R2, R3. These are the three different reflected rays, but each line parallel to each other. Okay, and angle of, in some cases you will find angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. So in that case we can say this is the regular reflection. But in case of irregular reflection, these are the incident ray, I1, I2, I3. Here you can see this line is cutting this line, this line is cutting this line, R1, R2, and this is going in this way. Not a single line parallel to each other. R1, R2, R3 both are going in a different direction. So we can say this is the non-parallel line and it shows the irregular reflection. Okay, there is no any irregularity in the reflection. So these are the example of irregular reflection. You can see in the scratched mirror or rippling water. If in the rippling water light will fall, then it will show irregular reflection. Okay, so this is all about regular and irregular reflection. In regular reflection, always we can see the well and polished and shiny surfaces, and irregular reflection it will happen on rough surfaces. Okay, and there are so many examples for irregular reflection like rippling water, scratched mirror, and some other rough surfaces. Okay, so this is all about regular and irregular reflection. We'll meet in the next class and try to understand about the image formation of small objects and large objects. Okay, so thank you for today.